Hello everyone and welcome back to another masterclass where I teach you how to master constructs in the most simple way possible. Today we're diving into the brand new S-rank fire attacker Dante, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. So if you want to maximize Dante's potential and dominate the battlefield, stick around. Let's break down his kit, rotations, memory builds, and team comps. Just like in Devil May Cry 5, Dante's kit features a variety of weapons, each to its own unique core passive. However, just for meta purposes, Dante primarily uses Balrog weapon type, the Blue Orb, for effective gameplay, while the other weapons are mainly used for his fire rotation. Each of the 3 orb contributes to filling the core passive gauge, and each orb is tied to a different weapon. Every weapon also has a both tap and hold variation of its moves, providing depth and flexibility. Dante's jump key also has 2 functions: tap to perform a regular jump, and hold to execute a special move, usable on both ground and in the air. There's also the White Orb gun move, which exists purely for adding extra style to his gameplay. And now finally, activating his ultimate puts Dante into Devil Trigger Sin mode, which transforms all of his moves into their enhanced versions from the original game. We'll cover how this affects his combat flow in the rotation section later on. Dante's rotation is quite simple. You swap in, tap the blue ping twice to fill the core passive bar. Once the bar is full, hold basic attack to activate the core passive, which triggers a special move. This process helps Dante to quickly recharge his energy bar to the max. Once the energy bar is full, use your first ultimate, and upon activation, all your orbs are converted into fixed orbs. However, just for this rotation, you just need the red orbs as it is faster. Hold the red orb until all the core passive points are consumed, and then press your second ultimate to finish the rotation. This all sounds complicated, but it's actually quite simple in practice. Dante only has 2 different types of rotations: ignition and fire. These are the rotations that are applied in all ranks. Let's start with the ignition rotation. With Dante's ignition rotation, you would swap in, ping blue orb 2 times, hold basic attack, press your first ultimate, hold red orb, then press your second ultimate, and then swap out. Now let's do the same to the fire rotation, but with a different orb input. So for his fire rotation, you would swap in, ping red orb 2 times, hold basic attack, press your first ultimate, hold red orb, and then tap your second ultimate, and then finally swap out. Alright, now let's talk about the ranks. Is it worth pulling for Dante beyond S rank? Here's the breakdown. And a quick reminder, Dante's higher ranks can only be unlocked by pulling additional copies, as only 1 free copy is available. However, reaching SS3 rank offers powerful benefits, making it worthwhile for some players to consider using black cards to obtain a copy, especially since an extra copy is provided afterwards. This is what SS would provide, this is what SS3 provides, and this is what SSS provides, and then SSS and beyond. For the recommended ranks, SS for functional gameplay, SS3 for best value, as this also follows Dante to do better damage, and SSS for whales. And now onto the memory sets. There are 2 main memory builds for Dante. Test it yourself in the game in games like Warzone and you see if you find Dante more effective in your setup. So for the Phantom Pain Cage set, you would use 4-piece Shakespeare, a 2-piece Cuddy, and another 2-piece Cuddy from the Harmony set. And then for the Warzone set, you would use a 4-piece Shakespeare, a 2-piece Herschel, and a 2-piece Heracles from the Harmony set. And now on for the weapons. Dante's 6-star signature weapon, Devil Sword Dante, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, is a must-have for ultimate performance, as this provides a 10% attack increase, and your second ultimate gives you 2 orbs. And then the 5-star weapon is just going to be a fire damage increase by 10%. So about the Cub itself, while it isn't essential for his core gameplay, it just mainly increases his ultimate damage by 120%, which, while helpful, isn't a game-breaking boost. However, if you're looking to squeeze out extra damage and if you want access to Cavalier for more style and utility, then picking it up would be worth it. Want the best team synergy for Dante? Here are his top team comps. You've got S-rank Dante as your attacker, S-rank Vera as your amplifier, and S-rank Nanami as your tank. This makes up the best endgame team composition for Ignition. And then for fire teams, you can just use S-Rank Dante, S-Rank Watanabe, and S-Rank Vera. So the pull priority for the collab for Dante, you get 1 free copy from completing the story node, 1 more copy of Dante if you want the SS3 passive, the weapon, and then the cup should be your last priority. So with all of this said, what do you guys think about Dante featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series? Are you guys planning to pull for him? Let us know in the comment sections below. For any updates or changes into the guide, be sure to check the pinned comment as well. If this guide helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more quick and easy Punishing Gray Raven guides. Thanks for watching, best of luck with your pulls, and have a wonderful day.
Your room is perfect as a branch of our agency. Let's put up the sign here. Devil May Cry. All right. Oh, and you can be my assistant. What do you say?